Hello everyone and welcome to this review of the Power Rangers Legacy figures, the Ninja Storm ones. So Ninja Storm blue, red, and yellow. I almost mixed up my colors there. Before kind of go over them, just gonna want to put them down. Also you see that over there, you'll see what that is in a bit. You probably already know what it is. Let's just put these down to show you the boxes because the boxes are kind of cool. So here's yellow. So Legacy Collection Yellow Ranger. So there it is, Ninja Storm logo. It's so refreshing to get something that's not Mighty Morphin related or current season related. Don't get me wrong, I love Down on a Charge, but to go back a season and have it not be Mighty Morphin is so great. So build a Megazord. I'll show that in a bit. But here's the box. I'm just gonna keep. I'm not really gonna display them in the boxes or display the boxes, but I'm gonna keep the boxes. So here's the back. Shows that you can build the Ninja Storm Megazord, which the Wind Ranger Megazord, I don't know the official name of this guy. I don't know if it's gonna focus in either. Hey, it focused in. Okay, so you see that the main body comes with the Red Ranger, and arm and leg comes with the blue and yellow. If you can see the lines pointing to them. Then on the bottom it shows the rest of the figures. I'm not planning on doing a review of these because I'm not planning on getting them, because as good as they are, I have enough Mighty Morphin things, to be honest. And I'd rather spend money on these three than those two. But yeah, here's the box. The back's the same for all of them. I just want to show you the boxes for the other Rangers. So you see the box is the same, just red lightning instead of yellow. And Red Ranger with red lightning. With Legacy Collection Red Ranger on the side right there. And then here is the Blue Ranger. So Legacy Collection Blue Ranger right there. Ninja Storm logo, Blue Ranger, Ninja Storm logo over here. Nothing really else on the side of the packaging, and it's just blue lightning. Oh, which I just noticed, it like really highlights the arm and the leg that it comes with. It does too for the other ones, I just didn't notice. Let me just go over that first. So here is the red, or the Red Ranger comes with this part of the Megazord. So it's just the main body. What I figured out accidentally was that this comes off. I don't see any purpose of why, but they just do. So there's that. Then the Blue Ranger comes with the left leg and the left arm. So here is the arm. As with these figures, it's like the things that are missing most of the time is paint. Honestly, I think this is painted pretty decently. Like, you could paint the eyes, or I feel like this is painted yellow. I don't know if I'm just imagining stuff, but I feel like this is painted something. Maybe not yellow, but you could always paint it yourself. Even though as is with blue, black, and white, it looks pretty good. Here is the leg, which is honestly painted pretty decently. Here you see the Yellow Ranger's icon. And with the Megazord's feet, it's actually like posable-ish. Like, you can do that with its little feet. And with the arm, you could just do that. Can you move the fist? Yeah, you can. You can barely move it though. It's kind of hindered by this. But you can move it somewhat. Then with the Yellow Ranger, comes with the other leg. Same exact thing. Also on top, it's like a little swivel right there that comes off. Which will probably come off when I'm trying to put it on. Because I can never put it on like this. I have to take this off and put this on and then attach it back. You'll see. And then here is the arm. I'm pretty glad that they painted the eyes on him. Could be painted more again, but you know, it's still pretty good. So you can do that with the arm, and you can move this all around. It's not really hindered by anything. So then to put it together, for me, it might be your mileage may vary, but for me, this goes on really easily. Like, super easily. This takes a bit more strength. So I should probably take this off first so that I have more room to try to put it on. Ah, there we go. It might just be because this is smaller and this is bigger. But I don't know, it's just harder for me. And this is easier. And it's also harder to take off. So there's that. Move the arms up. Take this off because it's easier for me. And put it on these right here. It's a bit hard for me. Sorry, I was off camera. So then do the same for the other foot. So take here. Every time I try doing it like this, it just comes off, or not. I wasn't stupid this time, and I was able to do it. But it's easier if you take it off. So then you put this back, put the arms down, and it's gonna fall on the Red Ranger. So here's the Megazord. As you can see, it's got auto opposability. You can move the arm all around. You can sort of swim a little bit more with this one. The only thing that bothers me is this little thing like hinging out. I can see why it is, but I don't know, it just bothers me, especially because it isn't the same as the other side. But you can pose them quite a bit with the feet too, because this can go all around. It's kind of hindered by his little skirt though, by the hip area. But you can pose this like pretty good, especially since this is movable too. It's gonna be like this and getting ready to fight, and then looking at you, and then see that thing comes off. So I just put it back. I mean, it's not like it breaks off, but it just comes off. So that's actually a pretty cool pose. If it'll stand. Yep, there it is. So there's a Megazord. It's actually not that bad. I wasn't expecting much. When I saw that the figures were gonna have Megazord parts, I'm like, oh, they're doing that like some other toy lines that have like a part of another character, so you have to buy all of them. But I'm actually happy with this. I thought I wasn't gonna be, but actually am. As you can see too, the hat can rotate a bit. I just want you guys to see the hat for a bit. So you see there, his eyes are green. The only thing that I wish they did was paint the eyes on the Falcon or the bird Megazord. I forget. The eagle, I think. But I wish they painted the eyes on him. But it's better that they paint the eyes on the actual face than the bird. So here's the Megazord. I'm just gonna put this away for space sake. Sure, I'll go with the Yellow Ranger first. So here he is, posed pretty well, looking good. The thing I wish they did though, for paint wise, was that they did the black outline around the main icon, I guess, in the front. But it still looks pretty good. So accessories are the sword, like this, and then this little, I guess, sword sleeve that can go in the back. There's a little peg right there in the hole. Just goes on like that. The thing that I didn't notice until later was that you can't really have him posed like this because the sword is right there. I do wish you could take this out, or maybe they had another version without the red thing pointing out, but it's still good. If anything, I might just still pose him like this just to not lose it, but I don't know, it just doesn't make sense to me. But these are the two accessories he comes with. For me, it's really hard to get this on his hand. It took me a while. What I had to do was, it might not be hard now because, I mean, I've had some practice, but it was hard at the beginning. See, now I can't really take it out. So what I ended up doing, this is just sort of a thing for other people to know too. I had the sword come in through the top, from the bottom of the sword, I guess. Top of the hand, bottom of the sword. Just kind of push it in. Then there's this little like thing that's kind of bigger. You just kind of have to twist it. I might not be able to do it right now too. It took me quite a while to do it, just because it's pretty stupid, and I'm like afraid I'm gonna bend the sword even more. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk it, but it's pretty hard. Just letting you know that I don't know, maybe your mileage may vary on it, but these hands for me are super hard to get the sword through. It takes a while. But just like this, looks pretty cool too. I'll just go over mobility, or range of motion actually. So range of motion is actually pretty good. This kind of bothered me at first when the figures were announced, the fact that like the stomach area or the abs area is like split up the way it is. But I don't mind it now because it gives it a good range of motion. I'll put his arms up so you can see that it can go like so because of it. I think he can go 360. No, he can't. He can just do that, like go to the sides a bit. Then for his legs, he can move them around like so. Double knee joint, sort of, which I actually really like because he can just do that. You can get ready to kick something. That's not how you kick something, but you can do that too, which I honestly like so much. Then this can go around, and something with the toes, at least for the red one. I don't, not so much the other ones. It says the toe can kind of do a 360-ish. I'll try to show it. So it can not the foot, the toe can do that. So yeah, it can go like 360. It's sort of weird. I don't know why you want to do that, but you can. So there's that. And his arms, it's kind of hindered sort of the way it's designed. So it's like you can do that and then that's it, but you can move it around like so. His bicep too, you can move around 360. Elbow joint, swivel this around, and ball joint ish over here, which you can't take off. Don't worry, if you take it off you can put it back. And it's actually way easier to put it on and back than like the figure arts or something. The only thing that really bothers me about these I guess, was that the gap right here. So if you're just posing them like that, I don't know, it's sort of a noticeable gap, but if you pose them correctly or, you know, get used to it, which I kind of have by now, it's not that bad. And then here's his Morpher. It's only painted gold, but it still looks, it gets the job done. For 20 bucks plus tax, I guess, it's pretty good. So there's the yellow one. The red one comes with same accessories, same range of motion, because they're both the same, I guess, mold, sort of. I'm trying to get the sword out of his hand. It's kind of hard. See, I already kind of bent it a bit, you can see. So I just be careful with it, more than me, because I really don't want to bend it that much. The same range of motion. There's really no point in going through it, but just kind of want to show you him in general. His helmet. So there it is. Can go 360 up and down. I don't think I did that for the other one. The symbol in the front, obviously can do that. The back, looking normal. And then I'll go for the range of motion for the Blue Ranger because she has a skirt on and it's a different sort of top part of it, I guess. So this one's actually the easiest to get the sword through. It's just because, as you can see, her hands are way smaller than the yellow or red and thinner, so it's easier to do so. So for her range of motion, it isn't that different. Like the arms and I guess the feet part are the same, so is the head. But this is different because she doesn't have the kind of stupid thing like this. So she can like go around like so, which they can't do. So she can do that. She can't move her thing around like her waist, but she can do that on her torso. And because of the skirt, it's hindered a bit, so that's why it's kind of hard to get her in poses, as you'll see in the pictures I'll post after I finish showing the Blue Ranger. But it's pretty hindered, like then it goes back. I don't know. It kind of sucks that it's hindered, but I mean it was to be expected since it's the skirt. Most of the female Rangers with skirts have hindered range of motion compared to the guys. So, but other than that, it's still the same, just a bit hindered. So now, just here are a couple, like 2 or 3 poses you can do with these 3, and it actually looks pretty good. So now comparisons. So here they are compared to the 5-inch figure. I unfortunately do not have the 5-inch of the Ninja Storm Red, otherwise I put it in here. But here I'll put him in the same awkward pose that they're in, as in like arms straight down, looking straight, so you can kind of see. So there you see the comparison. I knew that they were bigger than the 5-inch figures, but when I first saw them it was sort of weird, since I'm so used to the 5-inch figures. But you get used to it. It's not like they're bad, it was just weird to see. Because these are 6.5 inches about. So that is compared to the 5-inch figure. And now here they are compared to their figure art counterpart. Again, these are not figure art. The figure arts are 60-ish, maybe even more, 40 to 80 or something like that. So obviously these, by these I mean the figures are gonna have much better detail than these, which cost 20 a piece. Just kind of side note, the reason I'm not changing the poses on them is because I'm bothering, what's the word, borrowing. I don't know why I blanked out. These figure arts from my brother from a display. He doesn't want me to change the pose, which I don't mind. I just want you to get a good, I guess, sneak peek at the comparison, or a good overview. So you see that these are much taller, these are much shorter, these have more paint, these don't really. But again, they're not figure arts, and by they I mean the Legacy line. They're not figure arts, and they still do the job decently. For $20 compared to maybe triple, quadruple the price. Like obviously you're getting triple, quadruple like the quality. Like these you get the actual weapons, and these you do not. But it still gets the job done. It really, they're not, again, they're not, I can't stress this enough. They're not figure art, but they're good. They're still good toys, and these are like in a completely separate world. But just wanted to show the difference in them, since some people might be curious. That is it for this review. Again, like I kept saying towards the end, these are really worth it for $19.99 a piece. I'm really glad I got them. I really do hope they come out with the rest of the Ninja Storm crew, because it's like, hey, got the first 3, might as well get the other 3, right? So that'd be pretty cool. Or maybe, I'm so excited for In Space though. I was gonna say maybe they have In Space, but no, those are coming, and then that's my favorite season. And the fact that the Megazord's the Astro Mega Ship, as much as I want it to be the Mega Voyager, I'm glad it's that one though. So that's it for this review. Hope you, again, learned something. Go get these, and see you in the next one.